Hey everyone, it's Jamin Trinidad, coming in for my first real try at a motivational speech directly related to my experiences that just happened right now, dealing with my faith, my persistence, and my purpose. It has been my dream for a long time to make a difference in the medical marijuana community in Florida. In 2010, I foresaw that the medical marijuana industry in Florida was going to take root and that it was going to become medical and then recreational will be soon available. And I made these predictions to my family members, my friends. No one believed me. Top people in the industry, the black market in Florida didn't believe me, and I kept persisting. I kept following up. When I was in Brazil, I did research as much as I could. All I wanted to do was pursue this because I want to help as many people as possible before I leave this earth. God is inside of me, and it wants to touch everyone. It wants to make everyone's life better for a good purpose. And I know my purpose. And since then until now, all the things I have predicted have become true. As soon as the law became affected and the ailments got widened, I was the first one to get in there as a young person. Everyone looked at me funny, but I actually have an ailment. I broke my wrist before I went to Brazil, and it was the small bone, the scaphuloid, that you don't want to break. So I broke it, and they misdiagnosed it in the States. Went to Brazil, they diagnosed it correctly and said, you gotta get a cast on. Had a huge Flintstone cast, because Brazil's 10 years later, and in the past, so they have all old-fashioned stuff. So I had to suffer, and I took that time to study, research, and really find out if this is my purpose and this is my dream. While I was in Brazil, I professed my ambitions to my father, my family. I told them what I wanted to do, and then I went on to explain how God will work through me and will help me, guide me in the things that I want to pursue while giving back twice-fold. And that's all I wanted to do. I have a great feeling helping others. I love giving others gifts. I love doing things for other people. I love to see it in their face. I am a servant leader, and I can work for any corporation. And it's just, what I'm trying to say is that I have predicted a lot of things in faith, God, and my unrelentless drive to really get what I want to do has gotten me to this point. And I have become a patient. I have got my mother to become a patient. I am able to go to a dispensary and get medical marijuana in vials. I'm able to use medical marijuana. It has enhanced the quality of my life. I've used marijuana for a long time in the black market illegally, and I saw the potential of it there. Not to get high, to help people. I knew about CBD when it first came out with Rick Simpson posted on YouTube. I was there. I was there, and I've seen it. I'm like, basically, I'm like Gary Vaynerchuck of the marijuana industry. And hopefully, Gary, you see this video and you do an interview with me, or you can hire me so I can work for you, so I can see how I can make my own enterprise, because I love him. And that's what I'm doing in the marijuana industry, because it hasn't been done before. In Florida, there's more old people, and the biggest attraction, Disney World and Universal Studios, that millions of people go to every year. I want to go to Orlando, open up something, help the old people, PTSD, Parkinson's, these things affecting my personal family, and I want to do something to help them. And my life has brought me to this point, and I want to keep pushing. And I became my mom's caregiver. I went to the dispensary with her. I showed her all the products. I explained her in detail. She saw the passion. She saw the drive. And I kept doing research. I'm not stopping. I'm still climbing the hill. I'm never going to get to the top. I want to keep climbing because I love the journey. I love the climb. I love it. You know, my outcomes, my goals, one of my main goals is to keep working, keep progressing. I don't even want to reach my goal, because then once I reach it, I think that I'll stop growing. And once I got my medical card, I didn't stop. I kept doing research. I found some crazy loophole. Well, if you can become a caregiver, you are allowed to grow 6 plants, 3 mature, 3 not mature. So I did more research, dug around, dedicated probably since 2010, 10,000 hours I've dedicated. And I've done other research in the motivational field that if you were an expert at something, you spend 10,000 hours. And I spent well over that. And I'm still spending hours. And I'm going to keep spending hours until I become a multi-millionaire and I can help as many people as possible. Help other people who can do it. But right now, I need those influencers. I need the big money. I need the people who can really help me advance my dreams, because I'm the person you want to fund. If you have any business, I'll take that under my wing and I'll make it successful. But you got to help me as well. And this is my pitch to any investors out there, because I'm the real deal. But back to it. Right now, it just happened. I took all that information, found the forms, saw read each statute, the Florida statutes, read each thing paragraph by paragraph. And everybody knows me. I haven't read a book since I was in college. And I only read like 1 book in college. And that was a magazine of marijuana. So what's crazy about that is I found a loophole, like I said. And I worked it, and I worked it. And I have become, just now, I was on the phone with Susan, her name was. Thank you, Susan. I'm going to reach out to you one day. I told you on the phone that I will, and I'm going to. But Susan answered the phone. I explained to Susan my position and what I was calling about. Got straight to the point, because my wife works in customer relations. She tells me how people go on and on about stupid shit, so I got straight to the point. Told the lady that all of my things are in the system now. And I'm calling to make sure that my money has arrived at the Florida Department of Health, and that all of my documents have gotten approved that I can become a caregiver. Well, after I got my main point, my main question, my main objective to, and she understood what I really wanted, she said, okay, hold on, let me follow up real quick, stay on the phone. She didn't put me on hold, she was still on the line. She said, whoa! And I said, what? And she said, I'm shaking. She said, I literally just got kicked out of the system because as I was checking it, you got approved instantly, right when I printed the page, and it instantly kicked me off. And I was on the computer because I was trying to make sure I had all the information she needed if she asked any questions. And as she said that, I clicked it too, because it was X on all the thing. Wait 1 second. So this is the medical marijuana use registry. I don't know if you can see that, hold on. This is it. Manage cards. I have my patient card, which has all my info. I don't want you to see that shit, but I have all my info in there. Have my mom's, because I was already registered kind of in here. Got my mom's info. She has a crazy picture. She didn't know about that, but yeah, she should have put a better picture. Anyway, here's my legal rep card that everything was X on this page. And as she said that, and then I clicked it, everything on here turned to check marks. And when it did that, all the hair on my body stood up, because I know God's presence was with me at that moment. Because God, I'll get into it in other videos and all the miracles that's happened in my life, but God has been very prevalent in my life because I'm very conscious and aware of vibes. I get vibes on the best skill I have in my entire life that God gave me was emotional intelligence, and I work it. So it's like, He knows that I'm a good person, and he's seen the changes I've made in order to get what I really wanted in my life. Because I was on a road that could have went downhill. I had to overcome many obstacles, and my viewers and my future fans will find out that my shit wasn't easy. And that's why I'm documenting it now, and I'm gonna videotape my journey until I'm at the top, helping as many people as possible. And I'm gonna be like Gary Vaynerchuck, shout out again. I want your K-Swiss shoes, man, those things are sick. But I wanna do the same thing. I wanna be known for making a difference. And like in my past, I opened a restaurant in Brazil, had little things that you can smoke vapor out of. They have those here for medical marijuana. And since, like I said, they're 10 years behind, I'm gonna go over there after I get my grasp here. I'm gonna go over there and become the face of the medical marijuana movement in Brazil. By then I'll have my kids and I'll know Portuguese super good. I'll be able to persuade people in Portuguese, because that's one thing I didn't do when I was running my business. And my partner, who is my wife's father, he was the main one. He showed his first colors of how he really was during that business, but it was the best experience of my life. And now I'm taking everything I've learned from that, and I'm gonna rewind it here, and I'm gonna replicate it there. And it's not about the money. It's about my heart. It's about my family, my faith, and what God put me on this earth to do. And I know that I will do his work, and I will leave this earth, and people at my funeral will say the best things about me. And I'll be looking down saying, I used the life God gave me, and now I get to cherish in heaven. But until then, I will work this body until it falls apart. Amen. PTV, protect the vibe.